Hey friends, this is Dolany TV. Glad to have you aboard this afternoon, this morning, whenever you get a chance to tune in today here on the channel. Obviously, for the Oilers, rookie camp fully underway. The games, the Young Stars Classic down there in Penticton, lost there last night for the Oilers. But that again, not much of a focus for the Oilers this year. Yes, Matt Savoy is of course the big guy to watch, and then there's a couple other players that you want to keep an eye on, like Petrov and Warner Boaki out of the lineup for what is assuming to be the entire weekend. No, the cause for concern here for the Oilers obviously is not necessarily rookie camp. Yeah, you're going to have one or two decent surprises. I think Connor Clattenburg gets some good recognition after game one against the Canucks. But the biggest thing here is, of course, looking ahead to camp, looking ahead to how this is all going to shake down. And one would assume there's some moving pieces here now that we know Darnell Nurse is injured. So I want to talk about that here in a matter of moments. But if you're new to the channel, friends, consider hitting that subscribe button here on Dolany TV. Love to have you aboard as someone who gets the videos a little sooner. I guess that's really the only perk of hitting that subscribe button, to be honest with you. No cost, no nothing, all good to go. All right, ready? Let's do it. Darnell Nurse, injured to start training camp. What we know is he likely won't be ready to go until late into camp. The other news is they're being very slow with introducing him back to contact. That was word yesterday. So for the Oilers, the big thing here is how do you get through when we necessarily signed Travis Dermott to get through that split squad game there against Calgary? How do you get through that now without Darnell Nurse in the lineup? And that is where, again, we had this whole inkling all along that there might be a second PTO. There might be a trade for the Oilers in terms of training camp, simply because Bob Stauffer continued all the month of August to talk on his show about one or two PTOs, one or two guys at camp. And obviously now it would appear, at least in my mind, I may be completely out to lunch on this one, and that's fair, but it would appear in my mind that the Oilers do indeed need to sign someone else outside of Travis Dermott. So that's where it might get interesting here. I think we continue to, at least Patrick and I, continue to wait on word on Justin Schultz, who is looking for a contract. That has been the entire key. Obviously, one of those late signing free agents if he does, and maybe looking to take advantage of an injury situation somewhere in the NHL. Well, if he chooses to come to Edmonton, there may be a spot open for him naturally anyway, but also because of the injury to Nurse. So, you get a little contract to play some bottom 6 minutes, whatever the case might be. But if that's the case, the injury to Nurse is going to kind of force you to sign someone at least for the first few days, maybe a week of the season, kind of similar to what happened to Mattias Ekholm. One would assume, even with Kane on the IR and obviously not playing right out of the gate, whatever the case with him is, well, one would assume right there that Travis Dermott is the one who will get the contract if we sign a secondary PO. Dermott's got the inside track at current, but you got to remember, we've still got a training camp, and we got to see, no matter who comes to camp, how everybody looks, how everybody fits, and how it's all going to shake out here when training camp is said and done. So a little interesting intrigue now with Darnell Nurse injured. Obviously, I still think if Nurse is injured to start the year, Dermott will have a contract. If not, I'm just thinking they have to get somebody else in that kind of fills some preseason antic rules and kind of gets things going for that Calgary split squad game. And then you're up and done, right? Then you get Darnell Nurse back in the lineup, maybe last preseason game, maybe the first game of the season, and you call it good right there if you're the Edmonton Oilers. So I guess the only thing to really say here, at least on a Saturday morning ahead of the Battle of Alberta against the Flames rookies, is, hey, let's see where this goes, right? See what happens, see where it goes. For right now, I'm tired. I think I'm going to go have a quick nap here. Been up for a little bit. I'm going to go have a quick nap on a Saturday morning, on a rainy morning. and we'll catch you in a little bit. I'm up on out of here.